All right, I'm headed back over to Bill's again. This will be the fourth go-round, and let's see what I find. I got to get over there. He's got to do some things in the afternoon, so I'll see you at Bill's. All right. Taking a shortcut to get to Bill's, different way. And there's, I don't know if you can see that, there's a ton of snow in the Sierras up there. Sierra Nevada mountains. All right, almost there. And just in case you haven't seen my last three videos in Bill's garage, digging in Bill's garage, this is my fourth time, my fourth go around, and it's been really, really fun. Again, these are records that Bill has cherry-picked. Well, they're all in his garage, and he has picked from thrift stores in Northern Nevada and mostly Northern California. So you'll see what I got this time, and I'm going to film a little bit inside the garage. All right. Yeah, but Zoe started in Seattle.
Right.
And look at what she's got now at Grassroots Books. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Is that the one by Midas, right?
Yeah, on Grove.
Yes. I go there periodically when I would drive. My last year of driving, I went over there and picked up a lot of things.
Yeah.
But then there was this other guy that started showing up after me.
What about Poco?
Well, with Poco, they had their big hits in 78, I think, 78, 79. And then right after that, the Eagles broke up. Timmy Schmidt joins them, they do the long run, and then between Henley and Fry, it just gets too weird, so they break up. Meanwhile, Poco, consisting of Rusty Young and Paul Cotton, they get a couple of guys in there that have the Don Henley sound. So why they couldn't have made a purposeful play of sounding like the Eagles on just a couple of tracks, and they do on Immorata, I think is the name of the album. There was a hit off that.
A later one?
Yeah, it was during the Atlantic days, the Atlantic Records days, because they went from Epic to ABC Dunhill to Atlantic. And so they could have pushed that. And it was a really tight band. It was very good. But, I don't know, just...
Well, and then when Jim Messina left, right? What we were talking about?
Yeah, well, this is, almost 10 years later.
Ooh, wait a second. So there's the guy that looks through every single record, right?
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm kind of like that. I just enjoy it. I just zone out.
No, that's fine.
And, but yeah, I'll come help you box some more of these up.
Yeah.
And do a little straightening too if you want.
I was telling you about that one place that was selling the rock albums for $1 each. I got the entire Bowie collection from there.
Wow. Okay, so here goes. I have a whole stack of records. Here, I'll just show you. But it's only 28 this time. I believe last week was 40 records, so I'm just going to get started. Now, it was pretty cold in there. I mean, not too bad, but Bill opened the garage up. And, I hit the same area. I keep going back, and Bill was going, you kind of like the same area, don't you? I go, well, there's a few things that I missed. And he's such a nice guy, and his wife is wonderful. So here's what I got. One note is I wanted to go back for the David Bowie Low, and I forgot to put it in my stack again. But it's okay, because it should be there, and I'm going to go back in 2 weeks. So here goes. Here is a 12-inch single. This is David Bowie. This is Time Will Crawl, extended dance mix. And this has girls on the back, and it's also a Japanese version. of this 12-inch David Bowie. So, yeah, I mean, if it's Bowie, I want it. And then here is another Bowie full length. This has Blue Jean on it, and it has that God Only Knows cover. And it has Tonight as well. And wonderful. I'm, picking some David Bowie records there in his garage. Just fantastic. Very, very happy with that. Now this is cool. This is sealed. This is the Human League Crash on A&M, and this is completely sealed. And this is pretty hard to find, actually, this one. So very, very cool. Like Human League a lot. 80s, post-punk, new wave, synth, all of it. Love it. So there's the band. And then I had to get this, because she was, TV actress Rachel Sweet, Fool Around. And this is a pretty good record. This is on Stiff Records. Very, very glad to have this one. And here's the songs for Rachel Sweet. This should be from 79 on Stiff Records. It's good. It's just poppy. This is just a really fun record. Stiff / Columbia Records. And I'd forgotten about Rachel Sweet, but really, really fun to have. And he has a lot of Todd Rundgren, and this is Healing. And this is a good album. I really have been way, way more into Todd Rundgren in the past, 3-4 years. I have a friend from Los Angeles that knows him personally, goes to all his shows, hangs out with him after the shows. So Todd, Healing. And this had the shrink on it, but it was so loose I just tore it off. And here's the back cover. And let me get that going for you so you can see some of the songs. I mean, Todd Rundgren, producer, songwriter, musician, singer. I mean, he does it all, right? So this is the Ogden Etzel Band. Pretty much parody, fun. But these guys are good. They do Dead Puppies, right? Dr. Demento used to feature this. Kinko the Clown. And I really like Daddy's Money. Daddy's Money is a great tune. So these guys are cool. I'll show you the wax on this one because pretty interesting label and fun record to have. Good band. This should be from around 1979. And next up, I finally got, this is Short Back and Sides, Ian Hunter. And I hadn't had any Ian Hunter albums at all, ever. Not on CD, cassette. So I'm going to be looking in a couple weeks for another one. And there's Ian. And this one should be from the early 80s. From 81. This is on Chrysalis Records. So, and here are the songs. And then, yes, I went back for Graham Parker. This album is just killer. Break 'Em Down, Lunatic Fringe, The Weekend Is Too Short. Nice album by Graham Parker. And this is the Shot, Steady Nerves, actually. And I went back for this one too. Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose, Greatest Hits. Treat Her Like a Lady. Very, very, very cool to have this record. And I'm finding some soul and some funk and over there, and just some nice records, guys. And I'm telling you, I know you've seen a lot of these records stored flat. And I've played them all, and they sound good. I'm telling you, some records are more durable than others, and it depends on what part of the country that you store them in. Here it's dry. It's really dry. It doesn't get too hot in the summer, and it doesn't get too cold in the winter. And just this dry climate. Now here's Smokey Robinson and the Miracles' Greatest Hits part 2. I'd never had this one, and I just love this. Of course, this is on Motown Records. I second that emotion. Tracks of My Tears. Ooh, baby, baby. And come on and do that jerk. And this is really cool. This is Medicine Ball Caravan, and this has Stoneground. Beau Brummels had Sal Valentino in the band, and Beau Brummels, Laugh Laugh, Just a Little, predated, you know, Big Brother and, you know, the whole Jefferson Airplane thing in San Francisco. Charlatans really started the deal, and Beau Brummels. But this is a very cool record. B.B. King is on here. Doug Kershaw, the Youngbloods. I love Stoneground, and I really picked this for the Stoneground music. So this is a live album. This is from the motion picture, and yeah, it's yeah. So now this that little deal there, I did that because there was a Saver sticker on there, and I just couldn't get it off. So this is on that olive green Warner's. I got to show you. Here's the inner. And I did, as a kid, mail for those $2, and I get them in the mail. And here it is for the green, olive green, early Warner Brothers label. And this is my first Cactus record ever on vinyl. I have them on CD, but really excited to have this hot and sweaty, killer album. So very, very, very happy to have this one. You got Bad Stuff, you got Swim, Bad Mother Boogie, our little rock and roll thing, Bringing Me Down, Telling You, and Underneath the Arches. And this should just be on, oh, this is on that old Atco, and the original inner sleeve. And I have some new polyline inner sleeves coming in the mail, because wait till you see my last few records. And there's the Atco label for Cactus. Love this band. Pretty much somewhat of a super group. And then here's some 80s stuff, late 70s, Ultravox, Vienna. You know, I'd love to find some early John Fox stuff there. Well, we'll see what happens, because I'm going back in 13 days and counting, right? I just have so much fun over there. And I thrift in between. As a matter of fact, I'll be going out tomorrow, or maybe later today. I'll hit a couple of thrift stores. And, you know, JC from the Flip Side was saying he goes to his shop. He likes Savers back east. He goes every day. And that's, I mean, you got to get to know him and go a lot. And then you're going to have you're going to find stuff. Yeah, watch JC's last video, his 3 finds from Savers. Killer. So, Ultravox Vienna. And then this is a cool album. This is Soft Cell, Non-Stop Ecstatic Dancing. There we go. Mark Allman. Cool record. And guys, this is a French import. Ooh la la. Check this out. That's on a French label. It's not German. That's French. So next up is really cool. And this should be a German pressing. And yeah, this is pressed in Germany on Island. And there it is, U2 Boy. German pressing. Now I have this already on I don't know, it's a UK pressing or US, but this is just fun to have for U2. And I might as well show you this German wax. Let's just show you the wax, baby. The whole deal. There we go. That's side 2 rather. Oh, yeah, and side 1. Yeah, I really like U2. I saw them on the Joshua Tree tour, and Pretenders opened up. Now check this out. I had never had Jeffrey Morgan. I love UB40, and this is sealed, guys. This is cool. Early 80s, Jeffrey Morgan. Look at that hype. Love that hype. And the track I really like on here is Dub. And Seasons is good. You're Not an Army. I mean, man, I love UB40. Love it. So, again, Sealed, Jeffrey Morgan, UB40. Now, here's a guy from Memphis, and just so underrated. This is Don Nix. And I missed this twice. I've got it. Love it. I mean, it's funky. It's soulful. Memphis sound. I really want to get the other 2 or 3, well, at least one other Don Nix albums. And Furry Lewis is on there. There's Don Nix with Furry Lewis on the back. That's just too cool. And if you don't know who Furry Lewis is, he's one of the greatest bluesmen ever to be living. Well, he passed away a long time ago. There's Don Nix. And his brother did a lot of recording for Stax production. Now, here's a record, guys. When I was a kid, 14, 15 years old, I used to see this in the bins at the record stores, and I always wanted it, and I never got it. I've been waiting forever to have this on vinyl. John Baldry, Everything Stops for Tea. Fantastic. And, he was one of the earliest bluesmen to get to start the whole deal for the British blues singers and bands. And this has Iko Iko on it. His version of Iko Iko is just killer. Love this album. And Seventh Son is just fantastic. Long John Baldry. So awesome. And this simply on Warner Brothers, on the old olive green Warner Brothers label. Now, this was clean, and I just couldn't believe it. This is Birds Untitled. I have the repress, but so nice to have. Now, this is a second pressing, but that's all right. And the wax is clean. And the big thing here with the later Birds, you have the great late Clarence White. You got Gene Parsons. Gene lived up in Elk near Mendocino and Little River. And, other people like Bonnie Raitt, Gene Clark lived up that way. Booker T lived in Mendocino. There are a lot of, and then Roger McGuinn, and I met Skip Batten. What a cool guy. He was doing a Birds cover band, and Kai and I met Skip. So there's Clarence White. Very, very nice to have this Birds Untitled. And this is just simply on the red Columbia, and, thin wax. It's going to sound good. And it is flat as a pancake. Now, this is so cool because I've been getting Azteca, Malo, Santana Band, and this guy's is Bam, El Chicano from LA. And they cover the last track here. They do a really amazing version of I Feel Free, The Cream. This is just a great record. And this is Latin, soul, blues, funk, jazzy, rock. I love this genre so much. And that Azteca album that I pulled out of Bill's garage last trip around is just fantastic. And, so yeah, check out the Malo, Azteca, Santana Band, of course, and El Chicano. 4 great Latin rock bands. And now here's some jazz, and you gotta love Brubeck. And this is a nice Brubeck. This is from 76 on Atlantic Records. And Like Someone to Love is wonderful in your own sweet way. All the Things You Are, which is the title of this record. This one is so clean. It does have a little writing there, but hopefully I'll go get a magic eraser and then it'll take care of that. So Dave Brubeck, and here's another Brubeck, live at Montreux, the new Brubeck. And this is, again, a near mint cover and the wax on this. Now, the jacket is just a little beat, but this debut Sandy Denny is just wonderful. I love Fairport Convention, Richard Thompson, Sandy Denny, the whole crew. This is just a wonderful, I could listen to this for about the next year. And her tune, Late November, I just love. I mean, this just stuck in my head. Sandy Denny, Late November. Listen to it. Excellent. I believe that's on her second album. And the wax here is really, really nice, guys. Oh, it's a white label. I forgot to tell you. It's a white label promo for the debut Sandy Denny. Now it's going to start getting better. I have 3 more records. We have Heart Attack and Vine, Mr. Tom Waits. And now this is only my 4th Tom Waits record ever. I have a lot on CD, but this is a good one. This is a good one. Very, very pleased to have Jersey Girls on here. In Shades, Saving All My Love for You. The great, great Tom Waits. And if you didn't know, he got a lot of his shtick from Howlin' Wolf. Now, guys, this is a pretty good little record here. And I went back for it from 1968. This is the millennium. This is Begin, right? And to me, okay, I've been streaming this for the last month, all right? And I love this album, and it really reminds me of the ambitious venture of Pet Sounds. To me, it just about equals Pet Sounds. Really, this is a stone cold masterpiece, and pretty hard to find. And I'll tell you what, if I didn't get it from Bell's Garage, I would have bought the repress. I really would have, because I wanted this on vinyl. The CD is pricey too. So here is the back cover, and I'm gonna have to show you the wax because it is on the 2i Columbia the way it's supposed to be. Okay, there's the side 1. So I did pretty good here, and I'm gonna just cherish this album. I mean, I am just very, very, very excited to have this record. You know, I didn't know what it was when I flipped through it, but now I remember. I heard about that record a long time ago. Last one, guys. And, you know, well, the last one is very cool, but I have Quiet Nights, Miles Davis. And this should be on a 2i Columbia. Arranged and conducted by Gil Evans. And I know, don't you hate these? But I have my nice polyline inner sleeves coming. And I like my sleeves without any writing. I don't want any MoFi written on there or any brand names. I like the vintage ones with the hole in the middle. And yeah, that's what I like. So there we go. Quiet Nights from Miles Davis. Guys, and I'm going to show you a little bit of my record rack. And I'll see you on the next video. Happy December, and thank you for watching. I'm going to enjoy these. Thanks.